5. We'll see how long it takes for this to get absolutely boring for everybody, including myself. I'm sitting here watching the Howie Mandel stand-up comedy, whatever the fuck it is, from Canada on the CW. I used to really enjoy stand-up comedy, and there's still some stand-up comedians out there that are absolutely hilarious. Like, Joe Rogan is the shit. Dave Chappelle put some new stuff out of late. I can't even imagine how high Dave Chappelle was with the never-ending vape pen that he hit like 10 or 12 times in the first 40 minutes. But it just seems like anymore with comedy. And perhaps these are strange waters that I'm not allowed to tread. But it seems like the brunt of every joke anymore is white people. It's the brunt of every joke. You could tell some joke like, I went down to the pharmacy today and there were people standing in line for their antidepressant medication. It was all white people, and that would be acceptable. I mean, if you turn that the other way around, you would be fucking crucified at the stake. The stake. However you say that, I don't know. What happened to 100% equality and the people are just people? Because, I mean, the part of the world I grew up in, people were people. Didn't matter if you were white, if you were black, if you were Mexican, if you were Vietnamese. I mean, I grew up in an area that had a pretty high concentration of Lao and, well, there were Vietnamese and Laotians. They got relocated for helping us in Vietnam. I don't know exactly what the story is. But people were people. It didn't matter what fucking color you were. But now it's like, I feel like it's a crime to be white. And it's okay to say, hey, fuck you, white guy. But it doesn't need to be like that. Like, I've got Russians who live next door to me. You know, I've got some shitbags that live on the other side. And it's like, at the end of the day, you know, we're all people. You know, the chick that works at the gas station is a black lady. She's one of my best friends. Her name's Wanda. You know, I let her use my blower. We laugh at each other. And we can poke fun back and forth. Because, like, she took a flight somewhere recently. And was like, I sat on the airplane next to somebody who looked just like you. And to which we're comfortable enough with one another to be like, oh, that's because all of us white people look the same, right? Because that's the stereotype the other way around. And she'll laugh her ass off at it, you know. She's a cool lady. And she's going to be moving away, which sucks. I've been interacting with her at the gas station on the corner for, well, almost 7 years now. And she's a cool lady. She's probably my mom's age, if I had to guess. Anyway, on from that. Because it's not okay for a white guy to talk about race. I forgot about that. I'm sorry. We're all the fucking same. Anyway, Winter Olympics are happening soon. I don't watch the Winter Olympics. I don't watch the Summer Olympics. I don't watch anything to do with the Olympics because, frankly, it's something that may have been entertaining in the 70s, but it's not entertaining anymore. I watch the X Games, the Dew Tour, stuff like that, because that's something that's been relevant within my life. I never grew up anywhere where it snowed, so I never snowboarded or skied or fucking bobsledded. Who bobsleds? And how is bobsledding even a thing? Although, in defense of bobsledders, that is probably the biggest set of fucking gorilla balls a person can have. Here, stick 4 people in a metal sled and send you 100 miles an hour down a chute. Which, fair enough. But the cross-country target shooting that they do during the Olympics that was won by a lady who probably weighed 240 pounds, and they called her an athlete. And again, I have no problem with big ladies. I like big ladies. But I would never consider a big lady an athlete. Let the hate pour in there. That being said, the Winter Olympics are in South Korea. Like, all the shit that's going on right now with North Korea and, what is it, Kim Jong-un, or is it Kim Jong is ill? The fucking Kim Jong dude with the fucking hairdo who likes Dennis Rodman is like launching missiles, and we're going to send all the world's Olympic athletes to South Korea. South Korea. We're going to send them all there and hope that nothing happens. I wish no ill on anybody who's an Olympic athlete, but you got to think about, like, time and place. There's a time and place for everything. And I don't think that a time and place for the Olympics to be in that proximity to somebody who's just fucking firing off missiles and, I mean, may or may not bomb fucking Japan because, I don't know. Strange times we live in. It is strange times that we live in. I think that us here in America, as people, we're so much more laid back because we've got bacon. And there's bacon on everything. I saw this week that Seattle passed a 1 cent per ounce sales tax on sugary drinks to try to cut down on obesity. So you got to pay some bullshit like $36 for a case of fucking Dr. Pepper. I on top of the fact that food service workers in that area are now required to be paid $15 an hour. So think about if you go to McDonald's and all their workers are being paid $15 an hour instead of $8 an hour for having an entry-level job. So the price of a $1 double cheeseburger is now $3.50. And then if you want to get a soda, it costs $7. So to get a hamburger and a soda, it costs you $10. Pretty soon there's not going to be anywhere to eat in Seattle. I can pretty much promise you that. Because the marketplace and the corporations that are financing all of that are probably just going to walk away, because that doesn't work. That never works. Never works. A little bit about my day today. I spent it cutting down frozen perennials. Banana trees, fatsias, ligulariums, Mexican petunias, and I still have more to do. And for the record, fuck banana trees. They're these big, wet, slimy, nasty-ass shit when you have to cut them down. They just shit water out of the end of them. They're bad. For whatever reason, people plant banana trees here, although you might get bananas like once every 10 years off of that banana tree. They're a nasty plant. I'm a landscaper. It sucks. Anyway, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. I don't have anything else witty to say, and I'm sure I'm going to get a bunch of shitty fucking comments on this video for having an opinion. You know, being a low-life fucking white guy who's dealing with about 98% of the struggle of every other fucking minority in this world. Anyway, that's it. Fuckers.